You guys aren't obsessed with clicks or impressions, right? This is all about time spent on the video and average view durations, as far as I know, right?
Shares for us are a big KPI, right? For ideally, when you make a good piece of content, it's either funny or it's informative, and people want to you want someone to take that and give it to their network. And so we look at shares very closely. I think on YouTube that kind of changes a little bit platform by platform. You know, on YouTube the behavior may be more one of, if somebody really loves the content, they watch a second video or they subscribe. And so we look at that as well. But it's really about how can we ignite kind of some virality to the content and get people to kind of pass it along and give them something of value.
Obviously, with your partnership, you guys found a ton of success with this creative campaign, but I'm wondering what made it so different? What made it so special? So, James, from your side, what made it stand out from the pack?
Well, I think it was first how we identified the creators. We didn't just sort of find two channels that we liked and that Katrina liked. We actually looked at, audience. We looked at who is the audience that over-indexes on sharing for GE, that being their key KPI for this. Match that with the, finding that audience and what creators really target that audience in a specific way. And then we went through the steps of building a relationship between GE and those creators. It wasn't a matter of kind of sending out a brief and then them sending back a video, which is, I think, how too often many brands do content creation in the space. Katrina actually took the time to get to know these guys. They got to know Katrina and her brand and her, and her content needs. And the actual video product came out, the creative came out more organically of that partnership, of that relationship that we took the time to invest in. And I think that was a big reason for success here.
Katrina, were there any fears internally at GE that because the content ecosystem, especially on YouTube, is so cluttered and it's so fragmented, that you weren't going to get the kind of traction that you would need to actually create some scale? Was there any fear there? And if there was, how did you guys overcome that?
As a team, we're very enabled. We're big believers in experimentation. And so Linda Boff, our head of global brand marketing, talks about it all the time, is kind of set aside some money, some time for experiments. And that's the way that you figure out if something's going to work. I think there were a few indicators, right, that this had the possibility to really ignite. One is the strength of the slow-mo community. Another is the quality of their content and how much anybody who looks at it, as well as the ASAP content, just kind of gets a kick out of it. And the other is that overlap between their audience and our audience, and that kind of indicator that this was relevant for us. And so with any test, they're not always going to kind of blow the numbers through the roof, but I think we felt comfortable enough investing in this and just seeing what happened and stepping back.